broken wire?
Yeah, squirrel chewed through it. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna...
Keep going on a straight line now. You're starting to arc up a little bit there.
Yeah.
That piece you're trying to step through there, you can cut that out if it's in your way.
Yeah.
Run the saw right through it.
Yeah, I think that might make my life a lot
Yeah, because
easier.
you're gonna get cut up to shit on it. Pick it in there and cut yourself an access port.
That's access point. Stop. One of these days I'm just gonna rage put all these wires out. Yeah. That's so close. It's just getting off. How gross am I right now?
And not too bad, actually.
Not too bad?
Yeah, I got this fan on. It's taking all the dust away from me. I'm watching it just swirl around and come back out. For anybody that's watching this is how we're getting away not wearing masks. It's pulling all the dust right out of you.
Oh, should be damn.
Yeah.
Access port!
Now, be tremendously careful on that line you just cut, because it's going to be sharp as a razor.
Yes.
So if you slide back and forth on that thing, it will cut the ever-loving dog shit out of you.
Might be a good idea. You know, I may take a piece of that carpet we cut out and just put it right there while I'm working.
Okay.
In case I do.
Okay.
Butt up against it.
Not a bad idea. Don't put your butt up against it.
Butt. So at what point... I'm trying to get all the way back in this corner, right?
I can't see. You're kind of in the way. Let's see. I've got the camera in there. I'm looking. You can stop where you're at.
And then turn?
Because I got to do... No, actually, you're stopped.
Stop.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. The
And
rest of that part, you don't need to cut because what's behind you was bolted in. It's unbolted now, so it's going to fall out.
Okay. And then just go that way?
Yep, then you got to go that way.
So this is going to be so much easier now that I have an access port.
Yeah, you got a steering wheel in your way, though, so it's
That's okay.
still going to give you a little bit of a battle.
That's
Take
okay.
those pedals and throw them on the other side. Keep yourself going here. All right, a little warning for everybody that's watching this. And I know you're fine because your hair was a mighty far distance away from the saw, but make sure that your hair is tied back when you operate these things. You have kind of your bangs dangling down there. And if it were to get caught in that, it would just yank the shit out of it. It probably wouldn't scalp you because it's not a rotating tool. Rather, it's an oscillating tool that goes back and forth. A little something in there. But yeah, tie your hair back, you guys. I have to say that because otherwise every asshole on YouTube is going to say it for us. So there it is. We said it. Safety warning. You're doing quite well. Okay, I gotta set you up for the next step here, unless you can manage to get in there somehow.
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna go grab the plasma cutter, and I'll be back in just a second. Boomer's been playing in the pool. Now he's gonna come over and bite me. He's asserting his dominant role. That's what he does. You be a good boy. We're working out here, okay? All right, I'm gonna go. Bye. Welcome back to DuckmanCycles and VW Garage. I'm your host, the Duckman. And this is...
the McQueen.
And what are we doing today? Apparently freeze framing. What are we here today?
We're doing floor pan things.
We're doing floor pan things. Now you probably remember in the last video we actually got started on that. We got as far as cutting out a lot of the mess that was in there. And kind of took a break right after that because it got late in the day. But we are tearing up the rest of this today. We're going to be knocking with the air hammer, or air chisel, knocking the rest of the debris out, and then trying to get the floor pans fitted without removing this body. Yeah, I know I can remove it without the body. If you're saying that I can do that, you are brand new to this channel. Because I've done a million different floor pans before on a lot of different cars, and you can find the videos down below in the video description. But this one, I was challenged to do it with the body on, so we're going to attempt to do that today. So anyways, licky-likey, comment, subscribe, and pluck that dingle belly. That way you get updates every time I upload a video. And don't forget to check out duckshit.net for all the different social media links. You'll find B's Patreon, my Patreon, our Instagrams, Facebook, tweeters. My tweeter's here. Well, you guys get the drift. Thanks for watching. We'll be back right after the intro. Passenger side floor pan is out. What you think there, Beezer?
I'm excited.
You're excited. You did all the hard work.
I didn't get to set things on fire though.
Well, yeah, I mean, I made some fire. I was using the plasma cutter over here. I had to cut the corners out of it. I don't know how else I would have done it without this tool. I was able to cut through this piece here where the Sawzall couldn't get, and up front in the same spot, right along the bolt flange. So, that floor is out. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. That one we still have a stuck bolt, so I'm going to have to cut the head off the bolt and pull it out of there. And then once that's done, we should be able to cut the floor, drop it, and then we're ready to start chipping away at the floor pan. Drop it. And that means later on today, new floors go in.
Floor pans are out. Old floor pans.
All floor pans are out. Absolutely mutilated that thing to get it out of there. It put up a little bit of a fight. Also appears that somebody had been in there before because there's no proper rubber seal all the way around. It looks like somebody glued it in instead. I don't know what they glued it in with. It looks like some kind of double-sided tape. I've seen that once before, but I suppose that's probably fine and it's probably functional, but it's not the right thing to put in there. So it's gonna go bye-bye.
Shame.
That's it. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. Time to get out the old chipping hammer, or fart hammer as we've been calling it, and come along here and chip out all the remaining floor pan off of that lip. You think you can handle that? Alright. We're gonna have you hit it.
Water well. She's got a water well.
Alright, I found this floor pan actually fit quite well into place. It needed just a little bit of trimming over here in the corner. And this end over here, which is normally 90 degrees over that way, had to be bent straight up. And the only reason for that is because the body is on the chassis. And right now you can see B is still under there, hammering away at this thing. Her boob fell out. Anyway, that made a huge difference in the world. Otherwise, this floor pan never would have fit into place. Once this thing is slotted in, and I've got the bolts started, then I can get in there with a hammer and beat this thing into place where it's supposed to be, and then run the weld all the way along the edge to get that thing attached. Anyway, right now, I've got the rubber seal sticking down. I found that some 3M90 actually does a pretty good job for that. Spray about 2 coats of it, both on the flange of the pan and on the rubber. Let it sit for about 2 to 5 minutes. It depends on your humidity and your temperature. But once you touch it, it'll start to get really tacky. And then stick it on and use your clamps to hold it in place. Then I come along with a drill with a taper on it, and I just simply stick it in there where each one of the holes are, and that will wallow out the rubber, so that way you get a hole that's big enough. Some people tell me that, well, you know, you're supposed to just run the bolts into it. I've tried that. and it's sometimes just really hard to get the hole. But if I space it properly like this, no problems. So this is how it's going to be done by me. Anyway, I'm going to let this dry just a little bit longer, and then I'll pull the clamps off, and everything should be just fine.
Stupid ass fucking floor pan. God damn it. Shitty welding job. Barbara Streisand. I think I got it.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it coming?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm dirty.
Yeah? You
It's
dirty
okay.
girl?
Hot. They know I'm a dirty, shitty girl.
Uh-huh.
I said that in the other video, right?
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah. Well,
Getting in there, all soiled.
yes, I have soiled myself.
Some guys like these hot, sweaty, dirty women. So, there you go, guys. It's all for you. A little fan service.
Yep, this is all for you. It's all for you!
And I see you just about got the rest of it pulled out of there.
Yep.
Once you've got that out of the way, I'm going to stick my head back under here when there's no noise and finish fitting that floor pan. It's almost ready to go.
Yay!
Yay!
This corner is stupid!
Hey,
Hi!
check out that floor.
I see.
It is in. And it's not welded yet, but it's in place. I got a majority of the bolt holes lined up. I drilled through the first dimple on the side of the floor pans, and I'll demonstrate that later on in this video when I do the other side. But it turned out the first one was the one that most closely aligned. However, up front in the curved area, they didn't work at all. So I'm doing a little fighting up there. I'll probably have to drill some new holes or elongate the existing holes that are already there. What do you think of all that?
Elongated holes.
Yeah, elongated holes. Yeah, have I like it this. Okay, well, I need to, and I forgot to, strip off some of the paint in here so I can weld. And now that the floor pan's already in place, that means you've got a job. I'll give you the tool to do it. Alright, and there is our floor pans mounted in place. Currently on this side, it's bolted in and just laying on the flange on the inside, ready to weld. That side, we have to finish drilling out the holes too. And once we got that bolted in place, we can then also weld it in the same spot. B's done all the sanding work in here along the edge there, so that way we can get the welds completed on it. But there's really not too much else. Really not too much else. I think in the next video where I weld it in, I'm going to describe exactly how I got these floor pans to fit in their current locations without taking the body off. It was a little bit different. I had to break the rules a little bit, but it managed to work. It managed to work, including this floor pan, which is kind of interesting because it's almost 20 years old. We found a date sticker on it, which was kind of funny and interesting. I know I've been sitting on it for almost 6 years, so I was sitting, you know, almost, what was it? 12, 13, 14 years or something before that. It was almost 20 years, not quite 20.
Not quite.
18-ish, something like that. Anyway, it's been a long time. So this floor pan is in place. They look great. They look great. The car looks totally different. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Any other input you'd like to add here?
No.
No, I mean, this is just a huge difference. I know you're going to be cleaning up those seats. You're going to be doing the videos of that on your channel, right?
Yeah.
And then once those seats come on back, they're from a Honda Prelude, by the way, guys. We're going to make some custom brackets and get those things bolted in here. Pretty easy job. Should only take a couple hours to do it. But that'll get things started and, well, get things completed. So that way this car should be comfortably seatable. So that way you and or a passenger could make it go. We also have back seat. The Honda Prelude back seat remarkably fit right in there like it was designed for it. I've never seen anything like it before. It actually fit right in the hole, and then the back of it went right up to the top. Now the Prelude seat's actually a little bit taller because the Ghia is such a squatty body, so I have to cut a few inches off the bottom of it and close it and seal it, but it will fit in there just fine. It's remarkable just how well they fit. I still can't believe it myself. But there it is. When do you think we'll see your cleanup video, the seats?
Well, I might get to it this week, and the video might go up next week.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so we're looking at about a week out. That'll be awesome. Well, we're going to stick on this thing. We're going to keep on going. We're going to hope to get at least one video up of it a week. And, well, we've got about 3 videos recorded already, you guys, so please continue to stay tuned, and we'll go from there. Alright, everybody, well, thanks for sticking around through this video. This thing was a pain in the ass to get these floor pans fitted up from underneath without taking that body off. Again, it's not something I've ever done before, and now that I've done it, I probably won't ever do it again, unless I have a lift. If I have a lift, the rules will change, because it'll be a whole lot easier just to press them into place. I mean, they weigh nothing, but when you're laying on your back and you can't reach both ends of it at the same time, that leverage is incredibly heavy, and it's really just difficult to get these things into place. So we're not doing that ever again. Not ever again. No, anyways, you guys, I hope that shows you that it is possible to do if you do want to take the floor pans out yourself at home without raising up the body off of the chassis any other way than just some jack stands that are underneath there. The jack stands have done the job. The 2 in the back are Harbor Freight. The 2 in the front are not. I do have a couple of extra reinforcements under there, which is why I didn't die or lose my legs like Lieutenant Dan. But anyway, I think that's it for today. We're going to finish welding these things in later. That'll be another video just for that. And then Bee's going to follow up with some paint. She's going to do all the paint work on the floor pans to get these things prepared. But otherwise, what's left on the Ghia? The brakes, wiring, engine, drive it. Really, that's it. A couple weekends worth of work, and I think we're going to be good to go.
I need a shifter.
You need a shifter, but that's 2 bolts and it goes right in. That's not too bad.
That's important.
I probably have one, and there might even be one on one of them floor pans over there, but we'll make sure you get one. That's not a big deal. Anything else you'd like to add today of what you've learned or what you've done?
Oh man, I got to use 4 different tools for the first time.
Such as?
Sawzall.
A sawzall.
Never used that before. The fart hammer.
The fart hammer, the air chisel.
The snips.
Snips?
Snips.
Snips.
And what's the last one? The grinders.
That's right, the angle grinder.
Yep.
Okay, the angle grinder. And the electric snips.
Yep.
All tools that are wonderful that I use all the time. I'm glad you got to use them. You'll be using a lot more of them in the future. Things to come. Anyways, as always, guys, likey, comment, subscribe, pluck the dingle belly. That way you can get updates every time we upload a video. And don't forget, check out duckshit.net for all of our different social media links. That's right. We both have Patreons, we both have Instagrams, we both have Twitter accounts, and we both have Facebook. If you want to find us, hit up duckshit.net. Don't ask for a link. If you'd like to email me with some questions regarding this, or hey, some kind of business inquiry, hit me up, DuckmanCycles at duckshit.net. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Who's in there?
Yeah,
Fucking
needles
squirrels.
and fucking wires.
Fucking squirrels.
Fucking squirrels. Who wired this?
Some guy named Harley.
Okay. It's me!
I fixed the leaks in the line, so it's working again. Yeah.
That didn't fix the leak in my line, unfortunately.
That's a story for another day. Just a little fire. And some squirrel shit. Nothing I can't fix.
Okay.
Oh, don't! Fuck the blade up. I'm blowing you.
It'll be better from the other side.
Go for the girls with big booties, the ones with fucking double D's.
Hey, that's me.